between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Rollins. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the third game of the season. And he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move. But the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. First and goal here from the 2. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Sammy Coates has it complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jordan Willis with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is taken at his 4. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards in the red zone this time.
Here we go now. Good. Watch it now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The offense behind the chains after the infraction. It's now third down and 14. Off the play fake. Rollins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Crowell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. To throw now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Geno Atkins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers in the sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Check 99. All right, now. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go. Back 99. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Rollins. He finds Beckham complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They'll run here with Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down following the run.
Here we go.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. 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 Under 10.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And Eifert has it. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
To throw on 2nd down. Rollins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now Mixon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. His kick is indeed good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26. Yard line just across the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's second down. Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And the Jaguars driver's seat big time in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And the play clock's running down.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they're able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Set. Green 39. Green.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Gun. Detroit. Gun. Over. All right, here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs. Play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
319. Detroit. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Watch the shit. Set. Green.
Now they run with Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. They'll set up to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, But you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Off play action. Rollins. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Beckham, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is knocked down from the side at the 28. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this time?
Get a little
closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Browns on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Please.
He'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Evans in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field, and the Ravens have opened things up there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Rollins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
All right, here we go.
Nixon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Looking to throw on second down. Rollins. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Here we go now. Here we go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Shift together here from the D-line.
Now let's go.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. They'll run it again with Crowell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Got tipped, kind of threw everything off. Their wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now let's go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Evans getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rollins. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what it was going to take to make an excellent quarterback. Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Looking to throw. He'll rifle it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
All right, now look at 56. Look at
Here's a run with Mixon. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And his kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. This is Crowell on the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vernon Butler in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Elsewhere, a fourth-quarter score now from Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Looking to throw. Rollins. He'll let it go deep. He's got it at the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And now running right through it. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56. Like that. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on first down. It's caught by Funchess. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Set. Green.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Set. Green, 30. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontez Burfict. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass,